All right, so now we are going to look at the free web-based tool Inklewriter. This is a tool that I would envision using in my high school English classroom for a creative writing type exercise, because this is a tool that can be used to create stories that have different paths. So we're kind of a choose your own inventor type story. This could be used in groups or with students on their own. And I think it could be either used at the beginning of the year to get students excited about writing or as part of a creative writing unit. So my purpose in selecting this was, again, to just kind of get students excited about writing in my high school English classroom. And this tutorial is for other English teachers. However, this tool would be used again in the classroom. So if you were going to create a new story, you would come to inklewriter.com. That's I-N-K-L-E, writer.com. Click on New. And then it would give you something that looks like this, which probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're not familiar with the tool. So we'll come over here to load the tutorial in the left-hand corner. And then we're going to have to switch over to the Write tab on the top right-hand side. And it will bring you to an actual Inklewriter story, but in the form of a tutorial. Okay, and then you can kind of click through. This tutorial starts off in read mode, but in order to edit your story, you'd have to be in write mode. So you can toggle on the top right-hand corner here. So I'll just kind of show you here. If you're going to use Inklewriter, then you would link each of your paragraphs where you're typing in information, and then you would have, as we have down here, all these different options for where your story might go. So I'll just pick the one here, tell me about sections and loose ends. And you can see here, it brings me to a different section of the tutorial. So if we're looking at the tutorial in a linear fashion, we're going to see a different set of paragraphs. And then we can continue to click through. So students would be able to add sections. You can add and use these tools over here on the left-hand side. And then you can also add conditions. So this if button, you can insert a condition. So if someone selects this piece of the story, then that will lead you to this piece of the story. You can link back to other pieces of your story. I'm just kind of giving a quick overview, but this tutorial actually walks you through step by step if this tool is something that you're interested in actually using in your classroom. So I think, again, that this is something that I could use to get my students excited about creative writing. They might be able to use it in a group where people do different paths. So one person works on one path and one person works on another path, and you could use kind of collaboratively. We'll look at the ISTE standards for education leaders that this aligns with as well. So I pulled out 3.3C and 3.3D because I think this is a tool that really allows students time and space to explore and experiment with this specific digital tool. Again, it's a web-based tool and it's free. I think this also helps us as educators support diverse learning, cultural, and social emotional needs of individual students. I'm thinking specifically here in cultural and social emotional needs, because I think this is an opportunity, again, for creative writing for students to be able to express themselves. Thank you so much.